Up first this evening, not business as usual. That declaration from the Water Ministry as it warns that tighter water restrictions could affect Jamaicans in coming weeks.
Over 50 water systems have recorded big drops, and over $80 million has already been allocated for water trucking.
And that figure could more than triple if the drought conditions currently affecting the island do not improve.
The ministry gave an update today at a press briefing. Romardo Lyons was there and now reports.
The land of wood and water, but the data today suggests it's the land of parched and dry, with even car washing deemed as wasteful. And things could get even more restrictive come August 10. If drought conditions do not improve by then, prohibitions will be implemented.
Specifically, irrigation and watering of gardens, lawns, grounds and farms. Filling or supplying of pools and other things for domestic services. Washing of cars would be prohibited. Watering and washing of roadways, and any purpose that would require unusual or non-essential use of water.
In a similar case in 2023, it was a prosecutable offense to either waste water or to use excessive amounts for non-essential purposes. But it's a move the government believes to be necessary based on the statistics.
The rainfall that would normally come at the end of August is not projected to be experienced.
As at June 2026, 10 of 13 parishes received rainfall amounts below what was recorded in 30 years, between 1991 and 2020, and the island's water systems tell the troubling tales according to the NWC.
The reality is there are a number of water supply systems that serve you that we are now concerned about.
73 systems show declines ranging from 20% to as much as 80% drops. 35 across Kingston, St. Andrew and St. Thomas. 5 across St. James and Trelawney. 4 in St. Catherine and Clarendon. 28 in the northeast of the island.
While there is some drying in the weather conditions for our western side, we're actually not yet seeing a significant decline with our sources. So St. James, Trelawney, perhaps primarily in South St. James and also South Trelawney is where there may be some decline at this point. But our sources have been holding up to a large extent.
So low water supply and high temperatures, a summer nightmare. Director of the Meteorological Service of Jamaica.
Western parts of the country, we are expecting higher than normal temperatures and the probability being over 50%. In the central part of the island, we could see about a 40% chance of it also being below normal. And for the east, it's not very definitive, or there is less certainty, but there is also a great chance that the eastern part of the island will also see below normal temperatures.
To make matters worse, for August, September and October 2026, rainfall in most areas is predicted to be below normal.
It doesn't mean we will have no rainfall. It just means that the number of incidents. However, we could have a bout of rainfall that is intense, and so we could have very small areas that experience some maybe even flooding events in small areas as these systems develop and as they continue to affect us. But generally, we will experience dry conditions.
The government's purse, however, could continue to leak. In the past 2 weeks alone, $86 million was allocated for water trucking. The allocation could reach hundreds of millions.
As at August 10th, if the situation prolongs for 3 months, it is estimated that the cost of drought response will be in the range of $500 million. How that is to be allocated if the situation warrants it will be approximately $100 million of trucking monthly. That would be split evenly between the NWC, who would service critical infrastructure including hospitals, health centers, schools, police stations, etc. It would be split between members of parliament managing areas within their constituency that have particular elevation, so may have pressure issues or have other issues in terms of getting water supplied to them, and would be supplemented by the parish councils working outside of the utility footprint.
Romardo Lyons, TVJ News.